I saw a car that was all sign written up for internal lifts.
Oh, yeah.
And then last week, as coincidence would have it, the Mix 106.3 property of the week, remember at O'Connor there, it featured an internal lift, didn't it?
Yeah. So it's interesting whether this is now just a bit of a hot trend to get a lift, whether it's cool.
And so that then warrants further investigation, exactly as you say. Did a little bit of research around and happened upon a gentleman by the name of Todd Cottee, who is an authorised resi lift distributor here in Canberra. And Todd joins us now. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Cam. Good morning, Kristen.
Hi, Todd. So, yeah, what's the go? Because when I think lifts in homes, I might think of maybe someone who might be a little bit elderly. But is it now something that, I don't know, increases the value of the property? It's kind of like a hot thing to have.
Certainly it can increase the value of the property, and for those who may need to consider a lift because of changing mobility, it's certainly cheaper than moving out and buying a new property because of the stamp duty and other costs. The cost of the lift is significantly cheaper than relocating.
So when you think and bring up a mental image of a lift, do you think of what you see in a big building, big industrial style, heavy lift with lights and all that sort of thing? But describe the sorts of lifts that you install.
Thanks, Cam. The Resi lift is a small lift. They range in size from around about 700 millimetres deep up to about 1.3 metres deep. They're all rated for two people, and they require no shaft around them, so they're able to go into almost any home that's got enough overhead clearance, and the overhead clearance required is the standard ceiling height of a home.
Wow.
So a resi lift can be put into any home. It can go from, say, a lounge downstairs to a hall or bedroom upstairs, or from the garage downstairs into a lounge above. So they're really quite flexible, and they have very little impact on the use of the home around it, and very little impact on the structure as well.
Yeah.
High impact on your friends, though. It
Yeah.
really says I've made it.
100%.
Like when you got a lift. But Todd, thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right, Todd Cottee there, authorised resi lift distributor. And you are right. I mean,
It's pretty fancy.
it really is. It's very practical, though, as you've alluded to there, Kristen, for
absolutely.
people who need to, who have mobility issues. But you walk into a place and you say, want to ride in my lift. Like, how good's that? All right, it is just gone.
Especially when you forget something. You're like, oh, God. Oh, it's all right. I got a lift. I'll just go back upstairs.